President and Director of IYDMUN, Mr. Hassan al-Banna. I request you to talk about your organization and how it helps for youngsters and how it helps for youngsters to look forward to have a amazing career in United Nations.
All right. So I am doing at first my screen share, then I can start. My screen sharing is visible.
Yes.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay.
Yes.
So okay. So if I tell about the International Youth Development Model United Nations, is just we are not just working for nations, because if we see about the International Youth Development Model United Nations, is about like everyone, like we are community, like we are family. Okay. So I'm just discuss today about our youth, what we are doing, and what we have to do at for our future, for our at this time, at this revelation, at this moment. And also know that the worldwide now during something problem, something like COVID-19 effect, also a issue already recently going. It's about like the Libya explosions, everything. So the International Youth Development Model United Nations, we are the part of the nations, and we know that we are not we cannot change the nations, we cannot develop the nations, because we are the United Nations. So we have to work for our people, we have to work for our community, we have to work for our country. We have to develop our country day by day to represent everyone can represent their country into our people, into our nations. So you have to do that. From first things, if I just discuss about the nations, what is the model United Nations? If I just discuss from my next slide, that it's happened from myself. If I said about myself that I am simply just working for leadership and social thinker, and I'm just doing policy of the government in Bangladesh outside of 3 countries and also Bangladesh. And about my studying, I'm just doing honors in computer science engineering in Italy and doing software engineering in my country at Bangladesh about the different international university. And I am too much organization doing my extra activities. It's like about the youth development Bangladesh country activities, also the other some the moon from 2018. I'm just doing discuss, I'm just learning, and too much activities I just do in there. And also I am just using myself as a volunteer always. I'm not thinking as a leader, but I am just thinking as a volunteer always, because a volunteer can be leader day by day. We have to just develop our skills, we have to just develop our career, we can just do development, and after our development we can teach the people that what we have to do, what we have to do and what they have to do, we can teach them. So for me, I cannot. I don't want to take too much time from my this sheet, because and also I am a little youth entrepreneur. For what I'm just doing, working with the international brand of Dodaco and doing too much workshop with the Ujala Express. Okay, so going to my next slide. It's about what is Model United Nations. So if I said what is Model United Nations, it's about we have to know about what is United Nations. It's about when just the Second World War is gone, then the United Nations was come. And that time after the United Nations, what we are doing? We are doing too much discuss about world peace. We are doing discuss about the human rights. We are doing discuss about the UNGA, UN generations. We are doing working for peace, international and everything. So the United Nations have the United Nations persons who are working in there. They are doing too much work in there, and they are just represent every international issues in there for the youth, the world peace. They are working for world they are working for us, they are working for WHO, and every committee is in there. So if I said, what is Model United Nations? This Model United Nations is, we are youth, so we are the model. We are the model of the United Nations, because who are just represent their country, their world, their organization in the United Nations. After that, we are just here to some about role play. Okay, so we are here to about some role play, like, you know, the what some model United Nations have, like, some person will be come there and they are just doing some good of things, like they are just doing work for world peace, they are just raising their voice, they are just explain the problem about the war, they are just telling about what is the human rights, what about the every people, what about the Rohingya issue, what about the every issues they are working. So we are the model, we are the model of the United Nations, we are presenting this types of role play. So if I tell what about the model United Nations, it's about how much person are know about it. More than person are just think about it, that the model United Nations are working for vote, debate, and represent. No, because the model United Nations, we can just carry something new system, the committee, the activity. When we are just starting from 2018, we are just thinking about us. Like, when I am just joining some model United Nations, I'm thinking, when we just completed some program, that program after, I am thinking that we are in family. And also I'm thinking about that after this program we can just be a family and we can just doing work togetherly for world issues, we can just doing work togetherly for everything, like that the something issues about COVID-19 is coming, then we will just work about togetherly. This cause the model international is the best part, then we can work together in these types of youth entrepreneur, in these types of international the position we can do work. Okay, so the what about the vote? At first, we are doing when we are just doing our the position paper. We are just making our draft resolution paper. We are just making our that types of things. What this is the working paper. That after just doing after, we are just giving them the draft resolution paper. After giving the draft resolution paper, they have some voting system about two committees, the UNGA and UNGRESS. The two committee can do vote, and which draft resolution paper is the best draft resolution paper, we will just give them the headquarter for the world issues. So it's about we are working for the world issues. Okay, now I am coming the debate. Okay, so what's about the debate? When we are just making emotions, like that, we are just making motions, and after motions we are just going to debate that, yes, I'm just telling about this motion, it is the right, and someone, the other delegate will be coming there and they will tell their expression, they will tell their motions, it's also right. So we have to define our systems that yes, we are the right and he is also right, so what is the real right? So we have to think about it. The debate is for that. We are debate for peace. We are debate for the world issues. We are debate for the solution of the world issues, everything. And also the represent. The represent about the country issues, like every country from everyone has come as an ambassador, as a delegate. And they just come to joining our conversation as a delegate, and they're just representing their country. That what about their country? If we are just making a program about COVID-19, they will just represent about their country. Yes, in the COVID-19, our country is in this types of crisis are feeling problem. In this types of crisis, we are sick, and that is the solution. We can make a solution. We can make a good draft resolution paper. This is the system of the modern United Nations. We are working for not a just it's a relaxation. No, we have to research properly. Research. We have to do work, and after then we can come a good solution, and we can work for peace together. That is the model United Nations system. So if I just go to the our this that is the IYD Moon. So in IYD Moon, I have some missions and visions. So I want to talk about it. That our missions is that we are is the IYD Moon. It's about the international youth development model in United Nations. Our work is for youth development. We are working for youth development. But this is not thing that yes, we are working for only youth development and we have no work. No, right? Not like that. We are working for everything because they have some issues like that. We are working for some event. We are working for international issues. We are working for national issues. We are doing some like this types of live shows. Everything we are doing. We are doing every program for youth. We are doing every program that will be develop our youth. So we need our every youth in this model United Nations, in this world issues, then they can do more and more exercise for develop their country, for develop their issues and everything. So our mission is we can make a good community. And after this community, we will just take everybody from every country. And after that, we will do more and more debate, more and more program for we can just need a good solution about the world issues, everything. And our vision is we need a good, exciting opportunity. We want to give the opportunity to every youth that youth can do everything. You know somewhere that some youth have good speaking system, some youth have good listening system, some youth can writing, some youth can do everything. They have extraordinary, but they have not good position. They cannot show they are extraordinary in anywhere. You know about everything. So this cause IYD Moon, we just make it for everyone. We just make it for everyone, and we are thinking that after some days we will just get a big family, and we will just be a big family, and we can do everything in the world. We can do helping the people of this every world. Okay. So for my next question, what we are doing, what is the principle of the positive youth development? Because we are not doing about the negative youth development, we are doing positive or principle youth development. So we have to focus something. At first, we have to focus on straight the positive outcomes. Without outcome, we should not do anything. If you think that yes, I am going to my office and I will back my office. So what about you? You will just go and back. You have no outcome. We have to do some program. We have to do some commercial program. We have to do some organization program, some executive program, some conference. Everything we have to do for outcome. We have to do for some good out session because we need output. If you did a program and their youth are not get output, then it will be better for us that we should not do any program. So our every program, our every outcome should do something for youth development, and it will be outcome for us that yes, now I am president. After me, there will become another president. There will become another more president, and they will show their more and more positive ideas that will be make our organization too much bigger and too much tenable. And day by day, we will do more and more program in every world. Everyone know that our one program already completed in the 636 youth development model unit innovation program already completed in Ukraine, and the Ukraine director is the Muhammad Tawfiq, Dr. Tawfiq. He completed two much program in the Ukraine, and also our every countries like Yogita also doing too much program, and she have a good plan about India, and she will manage this program everything in India. And it's happened about our too much taking plan because we are not working for 1 or 2 days. We are not working for 1 or 2 years. We are working for too much long time. We are thinking about after 10 years what about in the world, what about in the every youth. So we have to think about it. My second position is youth voice and engagement. We have to do that. We have to do engagement with every youth. We should make it chainable organization. Like some organization are just doing some program, some conference. Just only conference will be better for the world. Some only conference will be do just mooner, and they give the certificate, they give just award of crest. Just types of crest, just types of certificate will be changing our world. We have to think about it. We have to think about it that what we have to do. The certificate is not important. The certificate is important for a life. Then when they will go into their next career, they will use the certificate in everywhere. But we are working for the world. We have to think about it. We should do something for the world. So this course, not only conference, is changing the world. We should do something more and more program for our world issues, like some event, some program, some national program, some international program, some talk show. Some we have to give a not only for youth. We have to give chance in every little children what they want to talk about the world issues. We have to give them this chance. So that's a very important thing about us. And in next, I want to tell about the strategies about the involve and all youth. Yes, we need all youth. We need all youth from every home. And community involvement and collaboration. Yes, it's very important for us because we are working for the world. We are working from an international organization. This cause is very important that we need some community. We need some organization from every country that we can do collaboration. And after collaboration, we can do too much bigger work. Because only from me, I cannot change the world. Only from you, you cannot change the world. And when you will just get a big community, when we will just take a decision that yes, this is the decision, we have to change these types of things in the world. That time we can do our programs, we can do our collaboration with every organization, which organization is related by us. Like they have Yeshu brother is the founder and president of the Magishban Foundation. He is doing too much good work. We have no problem about like that. We know something like a program, like we have something program like a youth community. We have something program about youth issues. He can also helping us to give some youth from his organization. Then we can take them in our organization to do a bigger community. So it's very important for us. And last point is the long-term commitment. Is very important for every organization because if we are working for our organization for any moon, not only moon, we are working for every child care, every youth development organization, every organization they have youth because we are thinking about youth because our youth can change the world. Youth, if a youth want to change the world, they can do it. So what is the long-term commitment? Long-term commitment is like that. We are thinking about after 5 years what we can do. Every youth will be give us commitment that yes, sir, we can do this type of work. We can do this type of environment work. We can change the world day by day. So the long-term commitment work is very important for us. So I am going to the next slide. It's about our council selection. So what about our council selection? Every Mooner, every MUN in this world, they are working for their council. They are taking some council from there. Like I have 8 council. We are working for 8 council in the whole worldwide. So what about the 8 council? One of the UNGA. The UNGA is United Nations General Assembly. One of the UNSC, United Nations Security Council. They are working for security in the whole worldwide. They have some security problem. They are trying to working that. They will just raising their voice about the security problem. Somehow some country have the security problem in the all youth. Some youth have the involving the cyber security. We have to think about it because that the youth just damaging their mindity with pornography. The pornography going to changing the mindity. That what about the sexual problem in this world? We have to think about it because the internet are going to too much easy in every country and youth are using the wrong way in the internet. So we have to do some development program. We have to do some good conference about youth can do their change their mindity. Youth can do something for their country. Then they cannot go into the like these types of pornography. They cannot change their mindity in these types of backend. Okay, so next is the WHO. WHO is World Health Organization. What about them? If you see today's world have a good pandemic session about COVID-19. We are in lockdown minimum 7 or 10 months in lockdown. So these types of COVID-19 are related in WHO. And it's very important to do something for WHO and they can do something for us. We have to make some program for WHO, then that WHO will be thinking about us that yes, the youth are doing some program about the world. We are doing for changing. We are doing for the pandemic will be gone. Then we can help the WHO, every council, then they can do something easily working. And what about the UNICEF, UNICEF? They are working for children, and we should also working for children. We should not thinking about only for youth, because youth is important, we know that, but children also important for us. So for children things, if we are thinking about them, we should give them some opportunity from our organization. Like we are already make another department for children. Okay, whose children is under 18 and from 15 started. We are taking these types of children in our organization and we are just giving them in a good topic like that. We are making a good department. The department name is the what's about the cell. That name is the child voice. Okay, so we are just giving everyone to the child voice, and the child voice working is that they will thinking about the world issues. They will thinking about the world every issues if they want, and they will just trying to practice their every speaking level. And once after 18 they will joining the youth section and they will working for us, they will working for the world youth section. So it also is very important for us, then children also get committed with us in this world issues. And also important things is UNHRC. What about the UNHRC? UNHRC is the human rights they are working. United Nations Human Rights Council. So they are working for human rights. And human rights is the most important things for the world. Because we are all are human. We have to think for the human rights. You know the Bangladesh at the last have the what they said. It's the last of the Rohingya. The Rohingya issues also in the department of the HRC, the Human Rights Council, and they have to thinking about it. They have to changing the system of the Human Rights Council. Also, we know that the recently Libya have explosion. This issue also the related with the human rights. So we have to thinking about it. Only not only we can changing our mindity to just showing the Netflix shows and just playing the games, that will be not changing our mindity. We should work for this type of community. We should work for the world youth issues. Then we can change our world system. Then we can change our every youth to the United Nations. They can work for the international peace system. Okay, so in the last have the UNESCO. UNESCO is also working for the security. The Council is the United Nations, and the UN Women is a very important point for women, because the women have every issues in this world. You know, in every day how much women just raped in Bangladesh, India, Pakistan. How much women? If too much women is there have, they are just feeling about the raping problem. So it's about the women, the UN women related, and they have to solve these types of issues, that how women will become the outside, and they will be thinking about it. That yes, I'm safe. So it's about it. Very important to UN women. We have to thinking about it, and we have to work about it. And the last is the United Nations ECOSOC. It's about the e-commerce section, and it's just doing develop our e-commerce section in the whole worldwide. Our community have the commerce section the problem, like that someone have money, someone have no money. This types of system will be changing the ECOSOC. So ECOSOC have already activity in our organization. So I just want to don't long my this process of my speech. I just complete my speech in last time. I have just 1 minute to talk about this. So in last time, I just want to tell about that we are youth, and we know that how should we use our the good time in every world issues. If you want, you can play at this time. If you want, you can waste your time to watching your Netflix shows. You can just doing enjoy with your YouTube videos. You can just doing enjoy to playing PUBG, Free Fire, and everything. You can just doing enjoy with your friends and families. But this is not only a thing that only this type of games, this type of shows will be not affected on the world issues. That is the effect that you are not working for the world issues. So you have to think about it. Yes, what is the world? We have to do something for our nations because we are the nations. We are the United Nations. So you have to do something for our work. We have to think about it. We have to make us as a volunteer in this world. Somebody in if I just tell you about the ratio of 2020, 2000, 2000 about 2000 or 2003, from these 20 years, the public situation is just change and change. They are thinking about their themselves as a like jobber. They are find job, someone doing some business, but in the youth time they are just waste their time to many types of activities. These activities have no working, have no value. So we have to think about it. We have to think about our nations, our people. If you are not be a volunteer at these types of pandemic, then people will be not help you. This coronavirus will be come to your home and they will just complicate it with you and you cannot do anything. That this life is not for you. You have to think about it. You have to think for the nations. You have to think also for your people because your country people are looking you. Your every people, like you are the boss, you are the leader. So your community people are following you. Then what you are doing? What you are doing at this pandemic? You're just sitting on your home and just playing the games. That is important at this time, or at this time it is important that we have to be a volunteer and we should do something uh, for our people. Like what types of help we can do. If you just see, yes, the coronavirus is come on your center, on your community, then you cannot give them the uh, give them the medicine of the vaccine, the coronavirus. You cannot give them. What you can do for them? You can give them some food. You can give them some money. And where you will get the money? Where you will get the food? You can just take the donation from anywhere. Your country have most valuable person. Your country have the most publician, politician. They have too much money. They can do something work for their people, but they cannot do that. They cannot do, but because they have lots of issues and they have lots of things. They are busy with the national issues. They, they cannot helping the more and more people. We have to think about it. We have to be a volunteer, and we can help every people to taking the donation from everywhere. And there have the director of the LGBTQ community. I'm also respecting always the Yeshu brother. He is a good system and good what they said, good foundation for LGBTQ. We have always respected them because their working is very good. Okay, because they are doing some issues and they are working for some issues. We are always thinking that yes, this is good. Okay, so at last, I just want to tell every youth, please, please, and please, don't waste your time with another issues. Don't waste your time with another sectors. Don't waste your time just watching videos. If you are watching my live, that's not important to watching my live. That is the important that what I am saying and what I am giving the message. That is important that what you have to do and what I am saying to for you. That is very important. And you have to know about it. That if you are not working for people, then when you will get some problem, the people will be working for you. The people will not working for you. By the way, thank you so much, and thank you so much, Yogita, for arranging this program at the India National Independence Day. I am so much happy that the Yogita, the director of IYDMUN, arranging the program from our organization. And thank you so much. So I think we can complete the
Am I
program
audible?
from my section.
Yes.
Yogita, you can continue.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
you are
yes.
audible. Please.
Okay. Thank you, Hassan, for an amazing words. Well, I will start. Today I'm going to talk about shadow pandemic during COVID-19 pandemic. Hassan, will you please share the PPT from there? Okay. Thank you, Hassan. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to discuss about shadow pandemic during COVID-19 pandemic. About me. Next, please, Hassan.
Tell me what's about it.
Next slide, please. Okay. So I am Yogita from India. I am political scientist and analyst. Right, I am country director of India in IYDMUN, and I'll just sum up. I'm practicing Indian. That's all. Rest info you can read on IYDMUN's official page. Next, please, Hassan. Okay, so domestic violence. This term, in many countries, this term is known as intimate partner violence, but it also encompasses child abuse or any member of the household. According to WHO, World Health Organization, 1.3 was the physical and or sexual violence by an intimate partner or sexual violence and perpetrated domestic violence has it sexual, chemical, emotional, psychological, violence such as slapping, beating, and beating, sexual violence including forced sexual intercourse, other forms of sexual coercion. In emotional or psychological abuse, you can
I think he is in problem of technical.
so are there. Next, please. Oh, I want to add something more that women have always been ill-treated and deprived of their rights to life and personal liberty as provided under the Constitution of India. Women are considered as a physically and emotionally weaker than the males, where at present women have proved themselves in almost every field of life, affirming that they are no less than men. According to National Crime Records Bureau, crime against women reported every 2 minutes in India. We need to really focus on that. Every 2 minutes in India. The statistic increasing crimes against women is shocking. Women are subjected to violence attacks. Also, I would like to share some factors and causes responsible for domestic violence. exploitation of women for demanding more dowry, discrimination of women and alienation of women's self-acquired property fraudulently, torture by husband and in-laws in the household. Uh, also, just a second. The National Family Health Survey for 2015-16 suggested that 30% women in India in the age group of 15 to 49 have experienced physical violence. The report suggested that among married women experiencing physical, sexual, or emotional violence, an alarming 83% claim that their husbands were the main perpetrators of such forms of abuse, followed by abuse from the mothers, fathers, and siblings of the husbands. The major crimes reported by women in India are cruelty by husband or relatives, assault on women with intent of outrage her modesty, kidnapping and abduction and rape in 2018. United Nations study suggested globally of all female murders, an overwhelming 82% happen in their marital homes and are committed by an intimate partner or family members. Next slide, please. Now, this causes of domestic violence. I just wrote some points like patriarchy, societal influence, economic causes, or socio-cultural cause, or individual factor. I would like to just explain in short that aggressive attitude. What does that mean? The word tolerance is losing its relevance in today's world. They believe that every matter inside and outside the home should be solved with physical power, not with peace. Women are not allowed to be ahead of men because of the belief that a man who cannot control women would not regard as men in real sense. Okay, now poverty. This is also one of the cause that when a person is not able to meet even 2 meals a day, he may get aggressive and violent, and this leads to domestic violence, often against women. There is one more cause that status differences. In every society, beside of great advancement, man try to achieve high status, and for that his greed for money increases, and this may lead to domestic violence. I have personally seen these type of cases a lot. Like I'm working since like it's been a 5 6 years. I'm working for survivors. They are warriors, warrior women, and I have seen these type of cases. Now, one more cause I would like to add that dominating behavior. Domestic violence may start when one partner feels the needs to control and dominate the other. Okay. Now, low self-esteem, jealousy, difficulties in regulating anger, and other strong emotions, or when they feel inferior to the other partner in education and socio-economic background. One more, I was in Punjab for like more than 2 3 years, and especially in North India, and I have seen that even a drug addiction is one of the cause for domestic violence. How like alcohol and other chemical substances may contribute to violent behavior. A drunk or high person will be less likely to control his violent impulse. Extramarital affairs. These are an increasing factor in marital conflicts which lead to domestic violence. Lack of trust, doubtful and suspicious attitudes lead to disputes which can lead to physical abuse or beating partners. Children may suffer due to separation or divorce of parents due to neglect by either parent who is more concerned about their affair, and because of all these problems, one more cause, that is stress. Stress is considered as cause of domestic violence, and this person has a tendency to be violent towards the partner. I guess I have explained enough about causes. Yeah, next slide please. Slide please. Now, impact. These are very short points, but let me tell that we can write literally essay about these points, but we have less time. We already late for the show, so I'll just conclude that impact of lockdown on domestic violence in India is like underreporting of cases because it's bilingual session today, and बहुत कम हिंदी में बात की है. There are many viewers messaging कि मैम प्लीज हिंदी में भी बात कीजिएगा. So yeah, I just want to say कि अभी बहुत सारी महिलाएं हैं कि वो पुलिस स्टेशन में पुलिस थाने में जाके रिपोर्ट करने में डरती हैं. They can't go to police station. एंड जो सामने रिपोर्ट्स आती है, भले नेशनल फैमिली हेल्थ सर्वे हो, क्राइम ब्यूरो रिपोर्ट्स हो, जो भी रिपोर्ट्स आती है वो सर्वे निकालते हैं जितने केसेस रिपोर्ट हुई है. बट यू रियली नीड टू थिंक व्हाट अबाउट दोज वुमेन who are not going to police station. They are the real victims, and we have to be voice for them, and we can be good listener, and we can act. I personally believe we can really act. NGOs, we all know about defunct NGOs, and the third, undermining of gender equality. Our third point, we should have literally the one whole session. Next slide, please, Hassan. Uh, okay, I'm up. Now, what all? Am I audible? I just can't see myself. Am I audible, Hassan? Yesu?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. So now suggestions. The draft National Policy for Women 2016 recognizes the need to improve the living conditions in state-run temporary or permanent shelters for survivors of the domestic violence or any other forms of violence. The battle is only half won when a woman gets a court order in her favor. Now, I wrote first point as a speaker. Like, we really need to encourage our women that they should speak up, because जब तक बोलेंगे नहीं लोग सुनेंगे नहीं, और जब तक सुनेंगे नहीं तब तक कर्म नहीं होगा. So you have to speak for your own self. कोई फरिश्ता आएगा और फिर हमें बचाएगा, we should just leave that ideology aside, and we should start speaking for ourselves. Awareness, generation, and sensitization. Actually, I personally have quite a problem with word of awareness, because बहुत हो गया awareness. We need to empower our people now, empower our generation, empower sensitization. Now, awareness about gender equality and women's rights should be instilled in boys and girls from a very early age, in order to bring about a change in the mindset of the future generation. A stigma attached to victims of domestic violence should be removed by conscientizing the community through outreach programs. Legally, literacy camps should be conducted on a regular and systematic basis at the local community level. Also, list of NGOs and governmental organizations dealing with women's issue should be properly sensitized to treat women experiencing violence. Now, healthcare support. Domestic violence should be recognized as a health issue. Okay, this is one of the important thing I want to say, that we are not looking that issue as a health issue. It's just that हाँ किसी महिला पे अत्याचार हो रहा है. We no one needs sympathy in this world. No one needs sympathy. If you can do something, then act for them, give support for them, and just speak for them. The prevalence and the health consequences of domestic violence should be documented. Like, we can do healthcare support like that. Now, counseling. I guess this is something I was thinking about this point, that what like how should I explain this point in a few words. Then premarital counseling should be made compulsory. I guess this is something अभी भी राजस्थान में 16-17 की एज में लड़की का विवाह हो जाता है, इनफैक्ट उससे भी पहले हो जाता है. इनफैक्ट इन लाइक नो मैटर many educate if someone is educated or uneducated, I guess premarital counseling should be made compulsory. Postmarital counseling is to be arranged as follow-up in order to prevent breakdown of families. Uh, now, the next suggestion can be the fostering self-employment among women. Self-employment is considered to be the best because it not only helps to change women's own self-perception but also helps to attain social status. Now about judiciary, I'm too small to talk about like to talk or suggest about these type of big organizations, but just as an Indian I want to say that there should be a special court with a women judge and magistrate in each district to handle domestic violence cases. Mobile court should be introduced as an effective strategy to provide justice to the victims of domestic violence. About role of government, I believe government is doing their best to reach out at every woman, but still in villages we can see many in this lockdown. I got so many calls from different states, and they were like, we need help, we need help. So it shows that we really need to work so hard. So about role of government, I would like to say that government should ensure proper enforcement of existing laws related to women's rights. Women should be made aware of Women's Commission, and also I can say that offices of the Women's Commission should be open at this district and lower levels. um, Role of police, like I have seen that yes, police working good, but also I have seen that still बहुत सारे लोग डरते हैं पुलिस स्टेशन जाने. So we also tell our police department we need to give them proper education that how to behave with victim. So this is one of the thing I really feel that this is missing in police department. So police should be trained to be respectful and courteous to women in distress. A separate wing of police may open for dealing with women's issue. In all police station and personnel of this wing should be exempted from other duties. And role of media, I guess media should be used to sensitize the official and the public about domestic violence, so as to develop a positive attitude towards women in general and women victims in particular. Censoring of the program should be implemented effectively so that violence and negative impact programs do not get undue attention of the public. Again, strengthening research and research capacity to assess intervention to address the partner violence. So these are a few suggestions we can. I wanted to add about social media also, and but again it will be again like a essay, so I skipped that point. Next slide, please. Hassan, next slide. Um, okay, so I just sum up few of the there is act like PWDV, that is Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. So these are some sections, like section 14 is about counseling. So these are the things women get. Many women are not aware about these things. So again, like I said, we need to empower our women. We need to give them, knowledge that these are the things that government or our law is providing for them. So section 14, it is just I summed up. So if you can Google them, you will get a big file, a proper information about each section. So section 14 is about counseling. Section 18 is about protection orders. Section 19 is about residence orders or monetary relief, custody order, compensation order. All those things also, like if we can see, our law is providing all those things which is must, which is needed. It just we are not aware about those all those things. So, yeah, domestic violence is currently defined in India by Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act of 2005. The PWDVA, which is civil law, include like I said, well, physical, emotional, sexual, verbal, and economic abuse as domestic violence. And Section 498A was introduced to protect women from domestic violence. Next slide, please, Hassan. Yes, now this is something, even Yesu is there, so I thought to add this point that protection to LGBTQ community, decriminalizing homosexual relationships under Section 377, along with the implementation of HIV or AIDS Act came as a huge relief to the LGBTQIA communities in the nation. And yeah, I just, sum up with few quotes that from every wound there is a scar, and every scar tells a story that says that I survived. And the please, next slide, please, Hassan. So these are just two, three lines are there that men are from earth, women are from earth, deal with it. So no matter what, we need to go ahead together, not alone. So yeah, I thank you for listening me. I just made it short. I hope whatever I said it's useful. So yeah, thank you so much. I'll give this floor to now Yesu Raja. Yesu, you are not audible.
Alright. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Like, it was a nice information from both of you, Asin and Yogita. And yes, like, surprised to see that we youth are coming forward to make a better world and to be an inspiration for many youth, not only the LGBTQ plus youth, as well as the general public who are like from all the places, not only like from the poor or rich. We are focusing on everyone, from the low people to the high people, and different caste, different colors, different religions, different languages. We are focusing everyone. That is the most important thing which I learned from both of you, especially through uh, the youth organization which we are in now. So coming back to me, like I am Yesu Raja. Uh, I live in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and I'm from India. And I'm 26 years old, and I did my bachelor's in social work from Madras Christian College, and then did my MA from development management from Madras School of Social Work. Um, so coming back from social background, my dream is to serve for the people. It's like I wasn't it wasn't my intention only to start working for the LGBTQ people, and like recently I came out like the year of 2015 I came out publicly that I'm a gay, so I'm an out and open gay man, and that's where my life started to be an inspiration for many LGBTQ individuals. In other words, we can say queer community people. And so my dream is to start an organization to help and support all the people, not only the LGBTQ individuals, but also the general public. So that's how I started. And especially I got the family support. Uh, Not every people have a family support, especially from the community. As you all know, India has too many religions and too many caste system, and especially I'm from the Christian background, so you all know how much homophobic people will be there with the community, Christian community, and also in Hindu community and Muslim community. There are so many homophobic is there, but still We are fighting for our lives in day-to-day life, and we are trying to protect ourselves, and we are trying to protect others as well with our um, activities such as creating awareness among the people, and as well as with so many things. So Magillan Foundation we founded last year, 2019 on June, and it was founded by me and with other two um, people, who's Tabu, who's the general secretary of the Magillan Foundation, and the other person. And our mission is to like help the people, the whole world, like to support and help the people to the whole world wherever we can give the support, not only physically but also mentally. And so when it comes to mental health, we are especially focusing on mental health. And since the people are very much sensitive in our community, they'll need much guidance and support, and especially motivation things, because many people are living in a closet. They are much afraid to come out from the closet to open up what they are. Not many people like me will come forward and say that I'm a gay or a lesbian, since there are so many homophobic and discrimination in the and stigma in the society. People are much afraid to come out from the closet. After decriminalizing Section 377, many people are coming out from the closet, and it's very much happy to see they are coming forward and they are raising their voices to show their support and to show their identities. But still, we are lacking with the basic rights. 377, as you all know, uh, the two-person, like a men and men can have a sex legally, and women can have a sex legally. That is the thing now. But still we don't have a same-sex marriage thing, like the government did not legalize the same-sex marriage, which is the most important thing we are uh, expecting from the government. For that, we need acceptance from the people. That is a basic thing. People should start accepting us as what we are, because we are also a human being. And for that, Magillan Foundation and other queer support organization or any other support groups, we are giving our best to educate the people, and we are trying to bring the acceptance from the general public, because uh, to bring the acceptance within the community, it's very easy because we have the same mindset. But to bring the acceptance and equality from the general public, it's quite complicated, because they don't even know what is the meaning of gay in India. If you say that if I say that I'm a gay, they don't even recognize what is gay, the word gay. They all know that is the word trans woman or a transgender, because transgenders are quite much, people are much aware about transgenders and the word transgender or trans woman or trans men. They are very much aware about that word. But when it comes to lesbian, gay, or bisexual, queer, intersex, asexual, pansexual, there are so many terms they are not much aware about. So sex education is much important. We have gender studies in universities and colleges in India. People are learning about it, about the LGBT community. But if we need to do a groundwork, like the people who don't have a education system, who cannot understand the word gay or lesbian, we need to give them a proper education by doing a groundwork. For that, we are doing awareness by going to the slum areas in the, like if you take in Chennai, we take surveys where the people resides in a slum. We go there and we create awareness in a Tamil language where they can understand about the LGBTQ community. So we are doing it in that way. So if you take other states like in Karnataka or Andhra Pradesh or Delhi, whatever, they are doing awareness in their own languages to bring the acceptance and to create awareness about the LGBTQ community. So in Magilban, we are especially focusing on education, empowerment, and employment. We are giving a scholarship for the LGBTQ individuals, youths, independent youths who have been abandoned by the own family. If you take a trans woman, uh, like at the age of very young age, he or she will be coming out of the home, and they don't have a shelter to stay, or they don't have a food to eat. So we are helping them, we are guiding them, and we are providing them shelter sometimes, so that they can live the life as like they wanted. And if you take a gay man, yes, they have a family, and they cannot come out from the home just like that, since they have a younger sister, or they need a family to take care of, right? So till they get married, they are managing, and they are trying to educate their family, to prove what they are, and to tell we are also a human being. They are trying to educate. So for that, we are giving and we are guiding the people through a counseling way. We are providing 24 bar 7 counseling. We have a professional psychiatrist and a counselor who are collaborating with us with Magilvan Foundation. So we are giving them a counseling. And apart from that, we are also handling crisis intervention cases, such as if you take a lesbian woman who have been who's been into forced marriages. We are handling such sensitive cases, because a lesbian woman, if you take a woman, general woman, right, they cannot handle forced marriages just like that. They need not all the women are strong, right? So if you take a sensitive woman, even if you take a sensitive man, they are not courage enough to handle the situations in their family. If they are from like how can I say, from the very much religious background, whatever, from the caste background, very much strict caste background, they cannot come out from the closet, and they cannot say no, I cannot marry, I'm a straight. They don't have that much courage to open up to their family members. So we are giving them a counseling, and we are providing them as much as motivational things. But still, they are sometimes we are losing their lives. They are taking they're like committing a suicide, just like that. They Suicide is not a solution. That's all I want to say to all the youths, because not only the LGBTQ community, all the youths are entering into a suicide thing, which is not a solution where you can change your life. There are so many ways where you can overcome from the barriers or from the problems you are facing in your life. Okay, that's all I want to say. So never try doing a suicide. And we are also uh, particularly we are focusing on suicide prevention, so that we can prevent so many lives. And always make sure you're not alone, all the LGBTQ youths.
Yes,
And
so
then, yeah, Yogita. Yes, Yogita.
please continue.
Okay. So so Magilvan Foundation is like we we don't only focus on LGBT people, we are focusing on everyone. And our intention is to bring a positive change among every people when it comes to suicide prevention, mental health, or if you take, we are also helping and supporting the people who are affected by the HIV, STI, STD. We are helping the people, we are guiding them, and we are taking care of them. So we are also helping the people, supporting with their higher education. And so these are the things we are doing presently. We are doing a project called Magilvan for You, which is MAFI, which is called MAFI. We are uh, helping the people who are affected severely by the COVID-19 pandemic, and especially the underprivileged people who have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. If you go to our Facebook page, Magilvan Foundation, you can Magilvan Chennai Facebook page.
Yes, sir, I guess you're facing some network issue.
Yes, Yogita, you can hear. Yeah.
No problem. We are listening.
Am I
Don't worry.
audible?
Yes, you're
Okay.
audible.
Okay.
So if you go to our Facebook page, you can see our post, latest post, and we have shared our project related post. How we are helping the people and the people who are helping. And sometimes we don't post the LGBTQ individuals photos and their details since they are in a closet. It's very much confidential. And the people who are watching this live, if you need any help or support with comes to counseling, or if you need someone to talk to, we are available 24/7. If we have an Instagram page called Magilvan_Chennai. If you go there is a registered mobile number. You can contact us, or you can contact any of the person who are in this live, whether it is be Hasan or Yogita. You can contact them to contact us through them. You can contact us. We are available 24/7, and never be afraid of who you are. Let it be who you are. Never be afraid. Okay, always try to face the situations, and always we are youth, right? That is the main thing. And on this Independence Day, take oath. You also should be an inspiration to many in the upcoming days. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Yesu. I just wanted to listen you like for so long. It was so amazing to listen your
Thank
words.
you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Again, thank you,
Wait,
Hassan and Yesu, for being
Yogita,
here, and thanks to me also to
Yogita.
being here.
Thank you so much for organizing this wonderful show, Hassan and Yogita. Thank you so much.
Okay, wait, Yogita,
Yeah.
you are listening to me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I can.
So,
Please.
actually, Fahim have a question. Then he want to ask a question.
Yeah, please ask him like to ask. If
Okay.
Yesu is
Your
comfortable to
brother
answer,
Fahim
then you
ask the
can
question.
Yesu,
Then
otherwise
Yeah.
just skip it,
I don't
okay?
know. I don't know an issue.
Okay, okay. Please for him ask your question.
okay. We can go to the next session, and if he asks the question, then we will give the answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so the next event is the.
The Fahim already asked
I
the
guess
question.
we
Please
done with our session. Maybe
mute.
viewers might be. Okay. Yeah, please for him ask. We are reading your comments.
Yeah, please ask the question. Then we can LGBTQ the community the director will be answering you.
We shall wait or we shall continue.
You can continue. If he asks, then we will go.
Okay. So the winners announcement we are gonna do. We'll start with consolation prize. Okay, let me tell that thank you so much. Like we got videos from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari like that, from different
Yeah.
states, and I'm so happy that people talking about like about domestic violence. Most of the men talk about that issue. So I'm so happy that they are raising about voice. This is the sign of equality somewhere, and again about LGBTQ issue also. Like I'm so happy to know that people started thinking about it. The main issue to organizing or conducting this program, to like we wanted youth to think about this sensitive issue, no matter wherever they are staying, no matter from which state they are. It's just that at least they have started thinking about these issues. So I'm happy that I'm successful in my whole method. So yeah, I will start with consolation prize. So, second consolation goes to Yash Gupta from Aligarh, Uttar Pradesh. Uh, fourth consolation prize goes to Amir Sheikh from Jammu and Kashmir. Yeah, we can clap for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I want Yesu to announce third and second prize.
So the third prize goes to Magesh Karmakar from Maharashtra. Congratulations. And the second prize goes to Muttaki Nayak from Jammu and Kashmir. Congratulations to you both.
Now I request President of IYD Moon, Mr. Hassan Al Banna, to announce first prize.
Okay, all right. So that is the very excited point that we are announcing our first prize at this time. So it's about he is from Maharashtra, and the name is Amar Dinesh Vishwanath Lawyer. So the biggest clap for him. That's very good. He is doing too much excellency with too much emotions. Also, something the describing is too much very good idea. And also, you're thinking he is a lawyer, so he can just tell everything with their own experience that he already thinking about it, he already know about it. So it's very important that every person can just thinking something, but they can explain with a good items, good points. It's very important to thinking about the topic. So this cause we are
Yes.
selecting the MR Dinesh Vishwanath lawyer for the first position from Maharashtra, India. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just pronounce his name properly. His name is Mr. Dinesh Vishwanath Iyer from Maharashtra. Congratulations, Mr. Dinesh. Congratulations, Mr. Muttaki Naik, Mr. Mahesh Kamrakar, Mr. Amir Sheikh, and Mr. Yash Gupta. I would request the first three winners to, mail your Paytm account details to our official mail, and we'll be in touch with you soon.
Okay, so the Yeshu brother, please can you
Yeah.
just ask answering him, please?
Yes.
He already
So what
asking a question about LGBT.
Fahim
So,
asked.
question. Yesu, if you're okay to answer this question, then you can. Otherwise, you can skip this.
Yeah, I can. So Fahim asked what kind of human rights violations are LGBT people exposed to. So I would say like mostly into human rights violation, we can say sexual abuse. Yeah, as you all know, LGBT people are very much harassed and discriminated. Uh, in the public places. Recently, in the COVID-19 pandemic, many people are youths are in social medias, and in the LGBT community, we use dating apps very much. So the people are not they are not being very safe, and they don't know how to handle the dating sites. So like the harassment has been happening too much, especially in this pandemic, and also other things we can say, um, like yeah, most of the health related things also, like the health risk also is getting higher without safety precautions. Like people are into much health risk, so these are the things are happening.
Yeah, even like I'm working for LGBTQ community since few years, and I have seen it's not only health related, health related things, but also acceptance. Acceptance is not there in society, and that's the main reason. From there only LGBTQ community start facing problem, and from there only human rights violation starts.
They have another question from him. Please state it.
So, does being around LGBT people or having access to information on homosexuality endanger the well-being of children? Am I right?
Yeah, he means child only. Yeah.
Okay. So I understand that being an LGBT people, uh, I hope not at all. It won't affect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
because we are not because homosexuality is it's natural, it's not unnatural. So like you cannot like we are not anyone, we are not making any children to grow them, to teach, we are not teaching them to become a gay or lesbian or whatever, to be a part of the community. It's a natural. Okay, so they are when they become an adult or when they become a youth, they are learning about the uh, gender studies, or they are understanding their sexual orientation after they are coming into a college or into a workplaces, they are coming to know. So this is it.
Yeah, I mean the way man or woman cannot affect their existence, like
Exactly.
their existence cannot affect on children.
Yeah,
So same
as you
like
can see
LGBTQ
many,
people also.
yeah, in
It
foreign
just
countries, yeah, you can see many gay couple and lesbian couple have adopted
yes,
children, girl child, even a
yes.
girl, they have adopted a girl child. So like
Yeah, I
once a
would
girl,
like to say
yeah,
yeah, yeah, please, please, please. I'm getting your voice late. Please say.
it's okay. No, many people they know, they will have a questions, what if the gay couple, once they adopt a child, what if the girl child or a boy child also become a gay or a lesbian? It's not like that. It's their life, they have to choose their own life. We won't compel them, or we like it's not, we don't choose their our sexuality or gender. It's how we ourselves we are growing within the community, and it's all about the happiness we are having it. Yeah,
Yeah, and I would like to suggest our audience to watch a show that is like "What Would You Do?" It's a US based show, and there they have they have talked about this issue, these type of issues that if gay parents having kid, then doesn't matter. They are also the human beings, and they are having same values and ethics like all of us. So we need to change first that they are something different. We need to accept that they are whatever they are, whoever they are. So acceptance is bliss.
as Yogita said, the same question similar to that, which is it possible to change a person's sexual orientation and gender identity? If you take a trans people, yes, they can change their gender identity. But if you take a lesbian woman or gay woman, you cannot change someone's sexual orientation. Okay, if you are not sure about your sexual orientation, if you are not confident enough, you should learn about the LGBT community. You should explore uh, to the LGBT community people. Without exploring yourself, you cannot identify your sexual orientation or gender, what you are. Like for example, I'm a gay, but still I'm a gender fluid. I don't know what my gender is, but my when it comes to my sexual orientation, I'm confident enough that I'm a gay. So there are so many different terms is in the community. So you should start explore about that. If you need to know about the sexual orientation terms or the gender terms, it's available in the online. Even it's available in our website www.magilvanfoundation.org. If you go there, there are so many sexual terms is available. Almost 40 plus sexual terms is available. So you can learn about. You can learn from it. There.
Yeah, I guess Yesu Raja gave enough information, and I'm so proud of you, Yesu. In our
Thank you
society,
so much.
like this is the first stage, and people are started accepting people. It will take time, but it will happen. And the way the youngster, the beautiful soul like coming in front of society and very confidently you're talking about every personal thing. I'm so proud of you, and I believe that whatever things you want, we want, will definitely happen. So thanks again.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
being here. Yeah, thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Hassan Al Banna, to be here.
Okay,
And
okay. They have another question. Please check it.
Yeah,
okay,
he asked, can depriving LGBT people of their human rights be justified on grounds of religion, culture, tradition? Yogita, could you help me in rephrasing this question in an understandable way? Because I'm not that much.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, wait. Can depriving LGBT people of their human rights? I can't see the question. I can't see the question.
okay, I will tell it. He asked, can depriving LGBT people of their human rights be justified on grounds of religion, culture, or tradition?
No, how can it be justified? He wanted to ask basically
Okay.
if religion is not permitting that, particular thing, then is it justified? You understand? Is it proper justification?
Okay. So he's asking that like people are justifying based upon their religion, culture, tradition.
Yeah,
Is
I
that what
think so.
was that?
I guess he mixed two questions together. Fine, will you please
All right.
separate? Will you please justify that question? Explain properly.
All I can say is love has no gender and no religion and no color when it comes to
I guess
people. We don't
it's
see.
like
Yeah.
yes, in normal, like we all let's not because we are in a evolution and revolution stage. That's why we want to describe LGBTQIA, but they are human beings. First, we need to accept it. So when we are saying about religion, caste, color, creed, we need to understand it's just one being and another being showing their interest, showing their love and respect towards another human being. And now we should not bring caste, color in the middle. As simple as that.
Yes, brother. So, what's
Yes.
about your next activities? Like, what types of program you want to make for next time?
Presently, we are focusing on the project which is MAFI, Magilvan for You. We are helping the LGBTQ plus individuals and the general public. We are providing them a food and groceries by taking a survey, and we are verifying the correct right person to give the provisions. And followed by that, we are presently just yesterday we started stitching the Pride flag mask for all the people uh, to provide to all the people. We are planning to sell it on behalf of the project MAFI, and followed by that, we are planning to open up like a support center through a phone call where we can give a support through phone call to all the people, whether they are from India or out of India. We can able to provide them a counseling, not a counseling. We are planning to provide if they need someone to talk to, we are available. So we are planning for that. That is the next activity we are planning for that. And
That's
Okay,
something.
there is a question.
yeah,
We can just go
how
there. There
to
are other question.
how to overcome from society being gay. uh, you cannot overcome from the society. If you want to overcome from the society, you need to overcome from everything. So first of all, you should accept as what you are. You should be proud as what you are, whether you are a gay or whether you are a lesbian. You are a end of the day, you are a human being. Accept yourself. Okay, society is seeing you as a human, not as a gay. Okay, and you should get rid of the thought from your mind that you are gay. You should you should make yourself comfortable as what you are, and you should be bold enough and strong enough to talk to the people, and you should you should mingle with the people as like your friends do. I understand not many gay men who are very much masculine. Some of the gay men are very feminine. They are very much afraid to go out. They are very much afraid to talk to their friends, to open up as what they are. due to many harassment which is happening and sexual abuse. And in that case, what you can do is, just don't care about it. You be as what you are. Okay, all you need is just one friend who can love you truly and who can trust you, who can be there for you all the time. You don't need many people to be with you. Okay, you just need a people. One people is very, very much enough to be with you. It's not that a partner who is need to be with you. Okay, it can be your mother, it can be your well wisher. All that, they need to accept you as what you are. Okay, find that person, travel with them, and your life will be very much happy.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
okay, yes, brother. So
Yeah.
your organization have something like a program that can the community, a society can just develop day by day. You have any program or anything?
Uh, when it comes to program wise, we haven't like we used to conduct events, awareness event, like mental health event, and we used to conduct some history related event, LGBTQ events, debate kind of thing. But we didn't initiate any programs yet. Since it's been only 1 year, we started this organization. So we are doing it by step, and we are planning for the programs for the betterment of the uh, people and for the society. And yes, we are planning to start an YouTube. We have a YouTube channel already, but we are planning to expand well better, and we are planning to take a survey to the public, asking questions about the LGBTQ, how they accept us, our people. So we are planning for that. So we like
Okay, in
we
last
have,
time we will take last one question.
yeah. So to tolerate religious views
Just take the
on
last
the
question.
uh, again, like yeah, India has too many religion, and especially in India, we know, right? Like Hindu, Muslim, Christian, there are too many religions is there, and too many discrimination and stigma is there. And it just don't care about it. Okay, like like everyone is equal, and the love has no religion. That's all I can say. And if someone is talking about religion in a negative way, if you believe in God or if you don't believe in God, okay, that's just keep that aside. Just believe uh, the people uh, who they love you, or we just need to be something unique, and we need to be a role model for many. There are many people who are suffering without a food and without a shelter. Let's give a voice for them, instead of giving a voice for the religious stuffs, or unnecessary stuffs, I can say. Yeah.
So thank you,
Okay,
Yesu.
so you get
I
sorry,
would like,
complete.
yeah, I would like to say thanks to Leander also, because he's the one who introduced me with Yesu. So thanks,
Thank you so
Leander,
much.
if you're, yeah, thanks, Leander, if you're listening us. And Yesu again, yeah, I just wanted to conclude that no matter how like how many people are uh, with the hate or anger, uh, you know, no matter like why they are not accepting you, you need to accept yourself first, and people who
Exactly.
loves you will love you anyway. So yeah, that's the thing we should keep in our heart and not in mind. So you will get back again, accordingly. Again, I would like to say thanks IYD director, Mr. Hassan Al Banna. Yesu Raja, thank you so much. Your
Yes.
foundation, yeah, please guys do follow his founder. He is having his page. We already posted about his foundation, and you will get to know that how amazingly he's working in South India. Soon, I hope to see you all over the India, in fact, all over the globe.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Yes.
And thank
So
you so
yeah,
much, Hassan. I'm really very much proud to be a part of this session, which is organized by International Youth Development Model United Nations and the program, which is a India National Program. It's very much needed, and definitely we will work together in very near future. And thank you so much, Hassan and Yogita, for bringing me in. Okay,
yeah.
all the best.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you again.
Yeah,
Happy
in last
Independence Day.
time,
This is
I
a
just
new
want
start.
to tell
Yes.
about something. Yogita,
Yes.
in last
What?
time, I just want to tell something about the Indian youth. It's about like that. In September, we have our the conference in online webinar in 12th September. So we need from India minimum delegates. They can join the conference and they can do the diplomatic system. They can do the system of the international issues. They can debate. They can do everything. After that, they will thinking about it. Yes, they are working for their people, their men. So I just give the love everyone that yes, the Indian youth are really proud that they can do everything. They can do work for their people. Not only politician, not only police, not only government do the work for people. I need every youth to be a volunteer in India, and they can do too much good facilities, too much good opportunity in India. And also, Yeshu brother, I just give you lots of thanks that you are doing good work. Also, your organization, but I need that you will do in next time for not only just LGBTQ community, you will just make your chain and you will just helping too much society, some organization and also somewhere. And also I need the Najibajan Foundation as a youth organization. Okay, so you are not only working for LGBTQ, you will working for youth development, then we can do also working for the international issues. So it will be
Sure.
better, then we will going to be a bigger and bigger community. It is very important for these types of world that we cannot going to do work alone. We can going to do work with everyone, and then we can be a good community, and we can help and we can give opportunity in the whole world issues and whole world youth. So thank you so much, the Yogita, for arranging this program in India. And also today is the Independence Day in India. So for this India, I just want to tell Jai Hind and thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you
Jai
so much,
Hind.
guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye bye.
Yeah. Have a good day. Bye.
Have a good